Hi and welcome to the first ever Spot On class. My name is Mark and today I will show you how to find your brand story. Okay, imagine this. It's Monday morning, 8 a.m. sharp. You haven't had your coffee yet and you walk into your office building elevator. And in with you walks your dream client, the decision maker of your favorite brand you always wanted to work with. Your elevator ride is 60 seconds. What do you tell him? This is when you need your brand story. In the startup world, this is known as the elevator pitch. It's about 60 seconds, a few sentences that bring to the point your brand purpose. Who you are, what are you doing, how do you help people with your product or your service, and why do you do what you do? My name is Mark, I'm the founder and creative director of Sweetspot Studio, and I help brands find their sweet spot. I work with brands to find and tell their brand story in media products and storytelling. And today I will help you to find your brand story. So what is your brand story? Your brand story is a couple of carefully crafted sentences where you put in everything that makes your brand. It can work to inspire your creatives or to ignite more ideas for campaigns and communication. And later, when you come back to your brand story, it works as a guide and a compass, and it helps you to decide on campaigns or visuals and always find your north to tell the right thing. So why does your brand need a story? It's pretty simple. You offer products or services, maybe your clients are not even aware of you. What your brand story does, it makes people care about you. And not only that, it offers a variety of benefits. Your brand story will make your clients connect emotionally with your brand. It will help your marketing team to come up with better ideas. It serves your creatives as a launchpad for new campaigns. And if you hand it to your sales team, they will come up with the best pitch you ever heard. So spot on. Your brand story helps you to become more memorable, to solve relevant problems for your clients, to communicate the values of your company, and to build lasting connections with your customers. So how do you find your brand story? We start off with the core story. It's a couple of sentences and we answer the most important questions there. Who are you? What are you doing? How are you doing it? And most of all, why are you doing what you do? To help you with this, I developed a template. You can find it on our website and download it as a template. And it's this sentence. It's in order to, you enter your mission. Why are you doing what you're doing? Our brand will solve a problem, the problem of your customers, of the hero. We will come to that in a second. The hero is your client. By solution, what are you offering? So this template you can find and download on the website. And now let's dive in and answer your 4 words. Okay, first thing, we start with the hero of your brand story. And this is something a lot of brands get wrong. It's not about you. It's not even about your product. The hero of your story is your customer. So to better understand who your client is and what he really needs from you, I prepared another template for you find in the download, and it's called a customer persona template. Within that template, you can add all the information you have about a client. You can ask your sales or marketing team, or you can ask clients you had. You not only enter social demographic data like age, income, or marital status, you also add more knowledge about your clients. The most important things, what are people struggling in their day-to-day life? What are their issues? What are their pains and gains? What medias do they consume? And what do they expect from you as a brand? So once you get that straight, you can help clients to solve their problems. And then you have your hero. The next thing we will focus on is the problem. The problem you're addressing may not be the problem you originally started your company from. So you really need to find out what people care about. Sometimes it's to save a little time, sometimes it's a lack of self-esteem you can solve as a brand. So your problem is always focused on what your hero of the story really needs. The third thing we're going to look at is the solution you're offering. And this is an interesting point. The solution you're offering is not always just a product feature, not even a USP. Let me give you an example. There's this famous fast food joint and they're selling milkshakes in their drive-thru. What is a milkshake? A milkshake is a dessert, it's something sweet. You have it after dinner, probably. And one day they notice they're selling a lot of milkshakes early in the morning in their drive-thru lane. So what's happening there? What problem are they actually solving? Turns out a milkshake is a perfect to-go breakfast. You can handle it with one hand, you can eat it in a straw while you sit in traffic. So it's not a dessert, it's not only something sweet, it's breakfast. So if you take a closer look and understand what the problems of your heroes really are, you can come up with better solutions. So now we come to the most important part of your brand story. It's your mission statement. It's your vision for the future. It's the big why. Why are you doing what you're doing? A lot of clients I know shy away from their question, but don't shy away from it. Dare to make it personal. Dare to think big. Every successful entrepreneur I know, every big company I know, they have a very good why they're doing what they do. Maybe they want to bring joy to people, they want to educate people, maybe you even want to save the world. By the way, money is not a legit why. Cross that out of your list. So if you struggle with this, I know a lot of people do because why is a really big question. Why am I doing what I'm doing every day? Let's do a little time travel. Imagine 30, 40 years from now, you sit at home, you're 60, you're 70, and you think about what you've done with your career, what you've done with your life, with your company. And from that perspective, looking back, you will get a better idea of why you're working every day. Or to quote the Swiss author Max Frisch, who said, "What do you want to have been?" Maybe start there, and I'm pretty sure you're going to find a why. And this is what makes people care. And this why is what resonates with people's values and that really connects them to your brand on the long run. Wow, congratulations, you just finished your first brand story. So what do you do with it now? The easiest thing to do for the first step is to translate it into a mission statement. Write it again in your own words and just use it as a mission statement maybe on your website, on your About page, or use it for social media on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. You always have to come up with a little tagline that describes your brand or your product. Just fill it in there and see how people react to it. But your brand story, of course, will evolve. You will adapt it. You will do different variations of it over time. So in the future, as I already mentioned, you can come back to it. You keep it in a drawer and you put it out in the future when, for example, you have to decide on a big campaign. You have an ad agency coming in and they present you 3 big ideas for a new campaign for your brand. And then you have to decide which one is the best for our brand. It's a big strategic decision. And this is where your brand story can help you. You get it up again, you see why you do it, what would resonate with the problems and solutions for your heroes, and then you can make the right decision even in the future. So now your brand story is finished and we can start with what we call brand or corporate storytelling. That means based on your brand story, we will now start to find different stories to talk about. This could be the founding story of your company. This can be success stories with your clients. This can be corporate portraits of your employees, or it can be insights on your industry and the innovations you maybe came up with. So all I can do is encourage you to work on your story and work with your story, hand it out to everyone from your cleaning lady to the ad agency to your CEO and make them work on your brand story because you nailed it. So this was the first spot-on class. I hope you learned something. If you want more lessons, check sweetspot-studio.com or follow us on social media. And now, good luck with telling your brand story.